I went out in my garden for a little bit this morning. What did I do? Oh, I had some sweet potato slips that need to be in the container where the other slips were. I doubt if I get any sweet potatoes. It's too late in the summer. But I noticed I have some things looking real good in my garden and some other things not so much. My corn over on that side of the garden apparently wasn't getting enough water because both containers that had corn in it, they're dead. Deader than a doornail. That dead. Well, you can't win them all. The tomatoes are coming on. They're not ripe yet, but I'm getting lots of little ones in there. And some of them will grow big, some of them will stay small, and hopefully they all will ripen in the next few weeks. So I'm anxious for that. When I realized I forgot to check on my couple of radishes that were almost ready, I'll get those next time. And I checked my cucumbers. I got lots of blooms, but I don't see any cucumbers yet. They'll be there. The vines are just growing all over the place. Well, what I really wanted to come to you with today is some cooking. What I did for lunch. Hubby went to town. He always comes back with something either already cooked or for me to cook. He's been on a seafood kick lately, the little scallops, and I showed you those a few days ago, a week ago maybe. Today it was mussels, so let's find out how I cooked them. Hubby brought home from the store some mussel meat to cook, but first I needed to make a sauce. So in the sauce, I've got a little bit of milk, a little bit of water, some onions, some garlic powder, some parsley, dried parsley, and those, when you get those little packets, when you're making top ramen, it's chicken, and my hubby doesn't like anything very salty, so I used just about maybe an eighth of the package. I tasted the sauce. It's pretty good. I'd say it's a thumbs up. Okay, so I set that aside. Oh, I put flour in it too. I forgot that. It was just a handful of flour. The only other thing was some lemon pepper without salt. So here are the mussels ready for me to put them in the pan. First I put olive oil and a flop of butter in the pan, and I cooked the mussels. As the mussels were cooking, they extract a lot of water. So as you can see, there's not as much here. As it went along, I put the water, the liquid from the mussels into the sauce. And I did that a couple of times as we were cooking. And here it is on my plate, ready to eat. The mussels with the sauce on top. And here are the mussels on a plate, ready for hubby. They were so good. Yum. Well, I had to try it. They were good. That's definitely a thumbs up. This is the very first time I've ever cooked mussels, and I cleaned my plate. Oh, I also forgot to say that on my mussels, I put a squeeze of a little lemon wedge on there too. I feel like that was a successful cooking adventure, and it didn't take very long, and I know some of you are going to ask, what about measurements? I tend not to measure things. Like I said, a little bit of milk, a little bit of water, and you could see in the pan it wasn't very much. I just wanted enough for the two of us, and I wasn't sure whether hubby would want the sauce or not. He has some leftover spaghetti from when we ate at our favorite restaurant in Walla Walla yesterday. So I think he's going to eat his mussels with his spaghetti. That should be good too. But I ate mine with the sauce, as you saw, and it was very good. Those were 2 packages of mussels, and they don't go very far once you cook them for the 2 of us. I think we could each probably eat a whole package. But I restrained myself and left most of them for hubby because that's what he likes. He can eat scallops and mussels and clams, but he's allergic to, and regular fish, but he's allergic to crabs and lobsters and shrimps and stuff. He can eat the bivalves, but he can't eat the crustacean, crustaceans. So I'm glad that there is some kind of seafood that he can eat, and he really enjoys it. So I don't know if he got more than those 2 packages that I cooked up or not. Time will tell. But I won't make another cooking adventure with the mussels, I don't think. Because how different can you do them? I mean, I looked it up, and there's several ways you can cook them. You can boil them, you can grill them, whatever. Most people fix mussels that are still in the shell. That seems like a lot of work. I like that he got mussels that were already shelled and cooked and frozen. So really all they needed to be was warmed up appropriately. And he made sure that I knew that I was to fry them and not steam them. Or he said fry them but don't saute them, and I wanted to know what the difference between frying and sauteing was. I don't know. I'm going to have to look that one up. If you know, you can put it down in the show notes. I don't know the difference between frying and sauteing. I'm sure it's not a very big difference. Anyway, they got fried up, they got eaten, and the sauce got made. And that was a new adventure in cooking for me. So I hope that you have new adventures in cooking. And I hope your day is going wonderfully. Until my next video, may the Lord's love and blessings surround you. And I will see you later. This is Darlene from Darlene's Garden, signing out.